Yo, so no more Black Tears podcast, man. We back at the next light. Yo, Caesar Seeds, happy birthday, man.
Appreciate it, man. What's good, people?
Man, we doing good, man. Having a nice day so far, man. Waiting on you, waiting on Vertiz, so we get right into it. Vertiz, what we got?
Hey man, so it's been a long week. So this week in sports.
It all happened in a week, yo.
Now, I know you ain't get to see all of it, Seeds, but you know Netflix not just only aired the Tom Brady roast, but aired it live. This is the second live event they've done. The first was that Chris Rock special, Selective Outrage, and that was hilarious. And I saw the roast from start to finish, and this was fucking hilarious. From what you saw, Seeds, what were some thoughts that you had about it?
So it was pretty funny. The few clips I did see, man. I had a friend send me the video on Instagram, man, and it was just like a bunch of slides. But the two funniest jokes was probably Belichick, because they pulled up the video with him where he was outside with no shirt on, came from some young bitch's house.
The ring?
Yeah, he had came from some young. I was like, yeah, that's the Coach Belichick we wanted to see all these years. And then the second one was the Gronk joke, because it was one of those awkward jokes.
Answer this: how do we get the video of Bill Belichick come out of young bitch house, but we didn't get that video of Robert Kraft coming out the massage parlor yet?
Come on. Owners and coaches, man, two different levels, man. When you a billionaire, you on a different level. But even they went in on Robert Kraft and had to step in and say, "Hey, chill, bro, chill."
Yeah, Tom Brady, you a hold a week for that one. Yeah,
and that's his daddy, man.
You the hold a week for that one.
Man, that's my owner.
Yeah, don't say no much like that no more. Nah, he about to get this business too.
Hey man, so I mean, like I said, I saw from start to finish. I thought it was hilarious, man.
And then one more was the Gronk joke. That shit, it was like the way it came off. It was awkward at first, and then shit was hilarious.
Yeah, man, I thought Nikki Glazer had the best set of the night. Tony Chef, I ain't really familiar with him, but the skinny white dude who had a little goatee. He came from the audience and he basically walked to the stage. His set was fucking hilarious. Like what he said about Tom Sorger and Brett Keiser, he basically was like, hey, if Liver King had a baby with Burger King and this king had this, like that was a hilarious set, man. But did you get to watch it, Rose?
Nah, everything about Tom Brady. You did you ever see the Tommy series with what was it called? Doggone. I can't remember the name of it, but
I think it was the number he got drafted.
No, I'm talking about Tommy. Tommy Egan.
Oh, Force, Power
Force. So if you watch Force, so ever tell you say the dude was like F Larry Bird and F Tom Brady too. That's all I got to say about that.
So one question before we move on. There was a big debate after the roast because NBA players are known to be sensitive. Are there any NBA players that you could see doing a roast of themselves?
Only one I could see. He's been roasted. I don't know if he's had an official roast, but Shaq has been roasted on multiple occasions with his own comedy shit. You know, he used to have Shaq's Laugh-A-Palooza and all that other shit.
Shaq and the Fool.
Yeah, all that shit. So I mean, Shaq probably be number one. Number two would be Charles Barkley because that motherfucker don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was thinking probably Shaq. That's crazy. I was thinking Shaq too, and it's funny because we had some news about Shaq this week, but Shaq and probably MJ probably would be a great one.
And Brian Williams said, "No, MJ went." He said in the first 10 minutes, MJ probably.
Oh, especially the shit with his son. Niggas would be like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you, nigga." In the back, I'm gonna kill you, nigga.
But that's a lot of ammunition. MJ, it's a lot of ammunition for MJ. So I think that would be a good one.
Now it'd be a great one. I don't think he'd go for it though, man.
Have any of y'all seen the roast?
Yeah, I saw it, man. And before we move on, I think Steph Curry would do it, man. And I think it would be funny if Steph Curry did it.
And Kawhi.
Hell nah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think the shit would be better than you think.
Talk about shit we really haven't seen much of in the playoffs. Speaking of that, how many of y'all actually plan to actually watch this WNBA season?
I watch sometimes if it's on or whatever. If I ain't got nothing else to do, or if I'm in a bar and it's on, I'll watch it. But I'm not turning to it and checking it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it. Yeah,
I'm gonna probably catch a couple games. I'm not gonna go out my way to do it.
Do y'all feel like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Because if y'all been keeping up with the news the last 2 weeks, it's been a big, media frenzy about what games are on. Caitlin Clark had her game on. People got mad. Angel Reese's game wasn't on. Then Angel Reese, the next game she played was televised. Y'all don't think those two big names is going to change the movement of basically how we view the WNBA?
Nah.
Caitlin's gonna bring attraction, but I still think it's gonna be the main games you see. You see the Mercury, the Liberty, the Lynx, Las Vegas. Like those are the ones you actually want to see. It's just like if there's a Lakers game on or a Magic game, which game you gonna watch? It's kind of like that. So
I mean, I feel like it's a potential for them to move the needle and for the sport to kind of grow. I mean, they announced this week that was it Toronto? Toronto's going to get a WNBA team.
Yeah, that's the 14th team.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for years. But I feel like that might be a response because they feel like the league's going to start growing with these two big names.
Yeah, so Golden State added. Golden State got added this year?
Yeah, I think they got added this year.
Yeah, so then next year it's going to be Toronto.
Yeah.
And they also, I don't know the details of it because I caught it on tail end, but they also got some bigger sponsors or something. So there are a TV deal. They got something coming up, so that they're going to be making more money coming up in the next. I think in 2025 or 2026.
I think it's 2026. Plus,
Yeah.
they're going to start getting chartered flights now. So
I mean, so that's all it took, man. It took Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in the league.
And that's what they're saying. That do they? But it wasn't because of them, because this is already in the works. It's just coincidence that it happens when they're talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, but it wasn't something that just happened because of them.
it was that.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Stuff could be in the works, but sometimes you need that star power to kind of push it.
It had to happen
to the finish line.
And it wasn't about the names. It's about the NRA deals, right? It's about how they're getting paid more money in college than the professional league, and that's not going to work.
That's definitely a big factor.
That's the biggest factor. It's not about the girls' names. It's about I don't even got to play because I'm filthy, stinking rich already. What the fuck?
But you say about that, why was they getting paid more than the women in the WNBA? Because Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark demanded that money.
No, it doesn't matter about the demand.
They were throwing that money out.
When I say demanded, what I mean is that popularity was so great.
No.
That's how you get an NIL deal. You don't get an NIL deal from being just a great player. You get it from being a star player. Like we see that in college.
What I'm saying though, they paid the players in college more than the WNBA.
Yeah, I agree.
So now it's like
as a professional, you have to pay them more than the college.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's all starts with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
It started with the deals. It started with the people getting the money.
Rose, they've been doing the NIL deals for a couple years now.
Yeah,
but we just started hearing about the girls getting big money.
Yeah,
like a year ago.
Angel Reese and
Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark getting big money.
But yeah, because she had
they had some of the biggest NIL deals in all of college sports, not just
80,000.
And all they was getting millions.
Yeah.
Angel Reese.
No. I'm talking about for professional. How much they getting paid now?
No, they only getting paid like 75.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but in the NIL deals and their what they're getting paid for that's totally different. Those NIL is like endorsements. So let's go. They still got their endorsement because Caitlin Clark had a signature shoe while she was in college. I want to believe
that's the white girl with the Nikes.
Yeah, and now she got another deal because they was getting mad about that. We talked about that already.
They got mad that she got a deal and why Adrian Wilson didn't get a deal. And all I was saying, Juiceman, was to your point, it started in college, right? Because you see these college players getting paid more than the WNBA players,
right?
But they didn't start getting paid more through their NIL deal until Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese created brands for themselves. That's what I'm saying.
But they still don't make no money compared to the gymnasts. So it's like,
they do.
The gymnast makes the most. The white girl,
man.
Yeah, she killing them. She 10 mil up.
No, she not.
What?
She ain't even on the list.
What? She's the highest paid, bro.
ESPN published a list like a couple months ago of the highest NIL deal. Shador Sanders' name was on there.
And he only had $5 million.
Angel Reese was up there. Caitlin Clark was up.
Bronny was up there.
Bronny was up there. And Bronny's not even a great college player. That's what I'm saying about it. It's not about your talent. It's about your brand.
Yeah, and the highest was like 5.6 million.
And I think there might have been like maybe a track star on there or something, maybe. But moving on, talking about other athletes. Now we know Austin Rivers, great college basketball player. Mid.
Just because he played for Duke don't make him great.
Nah, he was. If you watch him at Duke, he was great.
Come on, man.
Questionable.
But like but mid in the NBA though. So he went on the Pat McAfee show, which, by the way, if you don't watch Pat McAfee, got a great show. He went to Pat McAfee show, and he basically glazed the NBA players by saying, hey, I feel like I can take 30 NBA guys, drop them in the NFL today, and they can play. I don't feel like 30 NFL guys can come in the NBA right now. You and me kind of talked about it a little bit, C's, and we talked about it at the barbershop a little bit, Juice Man. C's, where you leaning?
Just because you can jump and catch a ball or shoot a ball does not mean you are going to dodge a whole fucking defensive line, nor secondary. So he talking out the side of his ass. He's just mad because he's a mid-ass NBA player. Who was it on? Was it Undisputed?
James Jones.
James Jones went in on his ass and he said, hey, nigga, I have the accolades, so I can talk shit, which I 100% support him on that shit. It's like, honestly, I'm on the side of I feel like it's more NFL players that could come in the league.
I'm gonna put it like this: there's not a lot of in today's game. There's not a lot of NBA players that can be in the league. There's players that can play football, but there's not 30 NFL players that could be in the NBA.
I don't think it's 30 either way. There's not 30 either way.
I don't think 30 either way. But
there's maybe like 10.
What would you say it's more of though?
If we stick to straight positions, being most of the motherfuckers, let's be honest, most of the motherfuckers receivers. That's it. That's all they can do.
I would probably say people can go from the NBA probably more than the NBA. I mean, to the NFL only because basketball is such much more of a skill play. I mean, you need more skills to play in the NBA. Like as far as just playing basketball, yeah, a lot of NFL players play basketball,
like in high school, college.
Yeah, but like it's only been one Julius Peppers though.
I will say this,
and with the tight ends, you know, saying like Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, they were good in basketball, but they weren't good enough to make it to the league.
I mean, how you know they didn't want to go to the NFL?
Because they wasn't good enough to make it to the league.
I'm just saying, but don't baseball players get paid more?
Don't basketball players get paid more than NFL players?
But I'm saying, I'm asking, don't baseball players get paid more than any other sport right now? Besides soccer internationally.
Yeah.
So why is it that we've had Kyler Murray, we've had Russell Wilson, who got drafted in the first round of Major League Baseball, opt to go to the NFL? Because
they were quarterbacks? And they want to go get paid no money.
They still would have made more money in
I don't think
baseball.
So. They wasn't that good in baseball.
John Elway was people forget he was actually drafted by the New York Yankees, and they was actually trying to make him the center of their team, like the star of their team, and he still chose the NFL.
Yeah,
I feel like you play the sport you love to play. Like Randy Moss, if you listen to Jason Williams on the podcast with the Heat,
I've seen that.
He talked about how him and Randy played in high school together. Randy was all-state in basketball. He was all-state in the football. They said, why you didn't stick with that? And they get hit. And to me, that's all it comes down to. Can these NBA, I think it's maybe 3 NBA players that I look at can take the hits of the NFL.
There's 3?
I think Ant-Man is a tough dude. I think LeBron because of his size. And I would probably say maybe like Zion. But that's it, though. That's it. I don't think there's nobody else.
I think Westbrook will be a decent.
Marcus Smart.
Nah, they too small.
Westbrook will come.
Someone threw out Draymond Green name and said put him on the defensive line.
He need to go to WWE.
Draymond Green is 230 pounds. Miles Garrett, who plays defensive end now, not defensive tackle, it's 275.
He's 275, yeah.
I feel like we disrespect the NFL players.
We're not disrespecting them, but they wouldn't be able to make it in the NBA either.
We make it seem like they're not great athletes. Have y'all seen these 6'5", 6'7" left tackles? I know that's a born position. Let me make this clear. Yeah. I know that's born. I know we don't like to watch a big man block, but have you seen them do the cone drills? Have you seen them run the 40s? When these niggas are 6'5", 6'7",
a big thing though is too
350 pounds.
Another thing is conditioning wise, like
you can't teach size. You can't teach size, but
I'm saying these guys are athletic. Like we've seen Justin Jefferson do things that I don't think some niggas in NBA.
I think both ways is a disrespect because it's like, you can run a 40 in 4.7 seconds down the field, but can you do that dribbling the ball while playing defense. So I'm saying it's disrespect on both ends.
I don't think nobody can be a star. What I'm saying is this.
Yeah, nobody.
Can I get someone from the NBA and have them be the third receiver or be a special team?
Yeah.
No, because you still got to take hits.
Yeah.
You still got to take hits for special teams.
If you're tall, you can get down the field, and you're elusive.
But you still got to take. Like
who said they don't want to take the hits?
We saw. Let's take it to MMA. We saw Nate Robinson try to box, get fucked up.
But I'm saying on the same end. I'm on the same end.
He's a better athlete than Greg Hardy.
But this is what I'm saying.
Greg Hardy go to the MMA and actually look respectable.
Greg Hardy's a big dude.
I'm
Nate Robinson is not.
Nah, but to counter your point though, on the NBA side,
this, man, and y'all underestimated how it is.
Hey, bro, but I'm saying to counter your point, I'm saying on the NBA side.
Because you saying get down the field, I just want to say this: is there anybody that I'm faster than at this table?
Probably not.
But if I'm allowed to press you, do y'all just like not even trying to put your ego in it? If I press you with 5 yards, do any of y'all think y'all really stronger than me? Like that's another part of it. Like can KD get off a press coverage from Jalen Ramsey?
But we're not talking about KD going to the league.
But I'm saying
not talking about KD.
When he says 30 players.
And we already said it's not going to be 30 players.
What I'm saying is there's more players in the NFL that can the NBA is not physical. So long as they athletic. I saw Michael Parsons play. He's like 6'3".
That's why I'm making the point.
No. Can Michael Parsons do what Patrick Beverly do? Man, yes, I think he can do.
That's why I'm saying
I don't think so.
I see what you say. TJ McConnell's in the league now.
I see what you say.
TJ McConnell's in the league. Do y'all see some of these guys on the end of the bench in the NBA?
You see some of these punters and things like that. They might be able to be a punter. They might be able to be a kicker.
They can't kick.
That's why I'm saying on the NBA side is. Can you run? Do you have the conditioning to run up and down the field?
That's what I'm saying.
Can you play defense?
Special skill.
Can you play defense? Skill. Can you actually lay the fucking ball up?
Bro, that's easier to teach than teach you to take a hit.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. That's why
y'all do know we've had track stars.
That's why I limited. But wait. That's hold up. That's why I limited to. They're probably only going to be receivers that's fast off the run. They're already down the field. If they can get past, if they're fast enough to get past,
you can't get off press. It don't matter. That's why Tyreek Hill is an anomaly. He's one of the few small receivers that fast that can get off press. Like y'all just saw that video he posted where Mike McDaniels chewed his ass out because the Chiefs corner. Yeah, he talked about how Mike McDaniels chewed his ass out because in the playoff game he said, "You my best receiver, and you let this corner press you." He got taken out the game against the Chiefs in the playoffs because he couldn't get off press coverage. And that's a pro guy. Mm-hmm. So you telling me? So I don't care. Unless Ant-Man. I give Ant-Man and LeBron, but I don't think
Jalen Suggs,
athletic guys.
Jalen Suggs was a 5-star athlete, 2-star.
Bro, it's plenty of 5-star. Devontae Adams was a 5-star athlete. He played basketball in high school. He just chose to go to.
It's different between playing basketball and playing in the NBA.
There's players on like Charlie Ward won the Heisman, and then end up going to basketball. He played football. He won the Heisman. See, there's plenty of players that can switch back and forth.
Football is easier because you're not dealing with the physicality.
So basically, you're saying the transition.
Like that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is like the physicality. Like
it's more physical. It's more physical in football. But I'm not
going to flag. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I'm not gonna put it in against none of them. But
7-on-7 NBA will probably win.
Lot of players that's in the NBA right now are soft. And that's the thing about it. Like
AI's another one.
But we're not talking about back then. They said right now.
Okay, right now.
So right now, and that's the thing, because the NBA, everybody always say it's a soft league now. It's soft. It ain't like the 80s. It ain't like the 90s. But
skill don't mean nothing. But that's knocking out physical. We see it in the NFL all the time. We see these skilled teams that's fast as hell, got all the receivers, the greatest show on turf. What did the Patriots do in 2001 or whatever? They just hit him in the fucking mouth. Like, that's why the NFL is a different sport. You can go on the field and this team can be more talented than you. But if you can take it in your head, I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth every play. We've seen players like Tyreek Hill crumble under that. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is, I agree. The NBA players are more talented. But are they going to be willing when they run that 5-yard slam?
No, but that's why
we don't know that. We got to ask some of the NBA. But
you know how I know? when these niggas take a charge and they lay on the ground like,
no. When
I see
when
Anthony
they
Davis fall
flapping,
on the ground.
when they flopping.
When Anthony Davis fall and
Yeah.
he missed 3
That's
games.
a flop, though. That's flop.
No, he missed 3 games because he failed.
That's sense of
This
flop.
is a layup. What's going to happen with Jamal Adams? An all-pro safety comes across that middle and lights Anthony Davis up. Nigga, his career's over.
Yeah, but he ain't play football though.
Yes. So it's but for us because we're talking about right now because we can't go back there. Players in the 90s, they were a lot tougher. Players in the 80s.
They were a lot.
But we talk. The comment was players right now, and as far as the NBA right now, it's soft. They're not physical. So So football players. So obviously,
NFL players have gotten more athletic too.
And basically, what Vertizi is saying is like these players in the NBA are soft right now. That's why he keeps saying they don't want to take the hit. They ain't gonna be able to take the hit. They're built enough to probably take the hits, but they're probably he's saying they're probably in mind frame they couldn't.
Yeah. It's a difference, man. Like you can get into a fight, and I'm gonna leave it to this. But when someone actually starts punching you in the face, bro, that shit don't feel good, man. like it take a different type of person to voluntarily continue to say, "Hey, yes, sir, I'll take another."
You gotta eat that.
But talking about NFL and NBA players, we had some NBA awards, and I know I mentioned Jamal Adams. He's a great defensive player. Rudy Gobert just won his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, and Nikola Jokic won his 3rd league MVP. Now, there were some people who disagreed with those awards. I'm gonna start off first. I thought Vic should have won Defensive Player of the Year. From what I saw, from what I saw Vic do, I saw Vic be the best defensive player in the league this season. And as far as MVP, I know we mentioned Ant-Man. I feel like Ant-Man should have been league MVP because he was on the best team from start all the way to the end. And even if you look at the record of the T-Wolves, the Thunder, and the Nuggets, they have the exact same record. It's just literally a division reason why they're the 3 seed. So to me, that's who I would want. Ant-Man for MVP because of the season he had and how dominant that team's been. And then Vic, because what he did for the Spurs, he literally changed the culture there defensively. Like teams was not going in San Antonio and just thinking they was going to average 110 points.
Yeah. As far as the stats go, I don't understand how Wembley didn't win it because he doubled everything that Rudy Gobert had. So I don't know how that happened. MVP, I'm a firm believer in the best player on the best team. That's how it was when Steve Nash got Kobe MVP. So why I gotta change now? You know what I'm saying?
So
you make it right. To make it right.
I think Jason Tatum, the Boston Celtics, had the best record in the league.
Oh, so you don't want Tatum? My bad. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about this already. You right?
Yeah. So, but as far as either Shea or Tatum because they were number 1 seed. So
I wouldn't have liked Tatum, but I've been cool with Shea.
Yeah.
Hey, as far as Jokic, I mean, like it's a bias, man. You know he was gonna win it straight off. Victor, he ain't winning shit this year. I promise you, next year he gonna win that shit. Whatever accolade, and then it's like they probably looked at it like, "Oh, we gonna give him the rookie." You know, rookie. Like if he would have won 2 awards, unanimous, they would have been like people would have been talking shit. They'd be like, "Well, what about
Candace Parker did it?"
Yeah, she won rookie of the
That was
year
WNBA.
and league MVP.
What's the difference though?
A lot.
They know a lot.
And Magic Johnson won Magic Johnson won Finals MVP.
Yeah.
I'm talking about NBA now.
And Larry Bird won MVP.
We talking about
as a freshman.
Yeah,
we talking about NBA now. Though. You know how politics.
So, but
and then like Rudy Gobert, man, he wouldn't be my pick necessarily, but I mean he had his stats to go with the shit. So I mean it's really not too much of an argument.
All right, man. So you know the one thing I can say for the defensive player of the year, it's crazy because Vic didn't make the playoffs, Rudy did. But one thing about MVP, if you're in that conversation, you're in the playoffs. What you got to say about the second round of the playoffs so far? See,
shit, I told you, T-Wolves. I told you, man.
Time out, bro. Did you say T-Wolves? I could have sworn I was the nigga who said T-Wolves.
Hold up, no. I said,
man, run the tape back, Rose.
We'll do it. Plus, we'll add the conversation.
Yeah, we have to run the tape back, but I do believe that Vertizi told Juice Man yesterday that the Cavaliers ain't standing a chance, and they beat Boston by.
I'm liking it.
So
by 24.
So they beat them just to get swept. That's what you're saying. They beat the Magic just to get swept.
I don't know.
want to upset.
I just thought it was funny. I just
want to upset.
They basically beat them just to do a swept, and then
I just thought it was funny. I woke up and I was like, "What's going on in the world, bro?" I thought it was like, I thought Jesus coming back.
And then OKC,
the rapture has happened.
And then as far as OKC and the Mavs, I still got OKC coming out.
Hey, I texted Vertizi one day, the other day, game 1. I said, I watched Dallas play. He's like, oh, they must have lost. Because every game I watched Dallas play in this postseason, they look terrible.
I need you to watch every game. Watch every game.
And then the games I don't watch, they win.
That's what I'm saying. So I need you to watch every game now. Every fucking game.
It's crazy, man. But NBA playoffs, man, it's so much stuff going on that's not in the playoffs. Like Frank Gore being fired, Darren Ham being fired.
LeBron going to be the coach.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much other stuff going on.
What's the guy, Steve from Phoenix, he just got fired?
But I got one question for y'all. We talking about these playoffs. I already know Vertizi's answer, but who's having a better run right now? Jalen Brunson or Ant-Man?
Oh, shit. Ant-Man. Brunson doing his thing, but Ant-Man. Come on.
It's close, bro, because Jalen's amazing offense.
Well, I think number-wise,
and he's the only one doing anything. This is going to go Ant-Man.
Number-wise, I think it's Brunson.
Ant-Man will make it when we voted to all NBA team, but don't sleep on this. He's also going to make an all defensive team. What he's doing defensively against Jamal Murray and the boys against the Nuggets, don't sleep on that.
Working easy.
And ticks-wise, I think Brunson is better by like a point on everything.
Yeah,
but Ant-Man is in the West.
And then it's like when you talk about somebody elevating your team, how you playing. So Ant-Man's doing more, but Brunson's doing his fucking.
That point ain't gonna matter when we line up, boy.
I could talk
about say when we line up and it gotta hit you in the face.
I could talk about all the playoff matches going on. I'm only gonna touch on the T-Wolves and Nuggets because at the end of the day, all the other matchups is just for us to have fun. The champions coming out of this series, man. Like if the T-Wolves win, they win it all. If the Nuggets win, they win it all. And I'm gonna stand by that. And right now, the T-Wolves up 2-0, but just because they up 2-0, I do not expect the Nuggets to go quiet into the night.
Okay, that's what we talking about. Nuggets. How you usually get gold Nuggets days back in the day? Is the Dynamite?
TNT.
Dynamite.
Boom. So there was some tragic news that happened this week, where Air Force man lost his life when the police responded to a disturbance, and they released the footage of it this morning, and it showed them, saying it's the sheriff's department. They knocked on the door. When the door was open, the young man had his gun in his hand, but it was all the way down to his waist, like extended towards the ground. It was not a threat. You did not hear no audio of basically, hey, put your weapon down. He immediately pulled his trigger, shot him 3 times in the chest, and told him to stop moving, and I think continued to fire again. He lost his life.
Black or white?
He was black. I have tears. When me and C's talked about it, we was trying to get the details, and one of the questions was, why was they at the wrong house? And I'm not gonna put that on the police officers because dispatch handles that. And they found out the dispatch they did leak that dispatch gave them that address. It was the wrong address, but dispatch gave them that. So they was there because hey, that's what dispatch told them to do. But as far as the procedure, like they did announce that they was the police, but unless he had his weapon pointed at them, there was no need for the police officer to immediately fire. Like he should have gave him instructions to put it down, and then maybe repeated his instructions before he decided to fire.
What city they in?
It was Florida, and the last thing I say about that is, man, I've been saying on the pod, man, hey, Mississippi, man, we can't keep fucking with y'all, and Florida, y'all the same way, because y'all keep doing fuck shit. Tears.
Juice man.
Tears. That's just kind of fucked up. I've been in that situation a few times, and luckily, I have to say, they did the proper procedures. There have been plenty of times that police ran up on me I had a pistol in my hand, and
This was not one of those cases at all.
yeah, and then another time they ran up on me on some shit, and I had a knife in my hand. But like you say, they instruct you, hey, what you got going on? You going back and forth with the police. They listening to you talking, so they see they're not in threat, but they know that you're threatening somebody or you're about to do some crazy ass shit. And they talk me down. Like every time I it's been about 3 times. Once with a knife, twice with a pistol. They talk me down, and it's like it's a good thing they talk me down, but it could have went wrong in a lot of ways. Like a lot of people are like, oh, as a cop, they know how to shoot. They're gonna outshoot you. You know what I'm saying? It's a good chance I could be doing life, no parole, because I done killed a cop. Like it goes both ways. So
Nobody sad about that though.
Yeah, people gonna be sad because
Ain't nobody gonna be sad over the damn cop.
Yeah, because that's a life sentence.
What you think, C's?
Die, pig, die. Fuck the police. Burn this shit down. The whole department, fuckers. Because now you got 2 accounts of you got the department trying to release the shit this morning in order to protect cover their ass, basically. This one personally hits me because shit, we was basically the same rank. That could have been me and any of my friends, anybody I went to basic with. So in a situation, number one, they went to the wrong address. Okay, we had a discussion. We had a discussion. Okay, they're feeding certain information. You know, whatever dispatch tells you, hey, it's domestic disturbance, blah, 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 whatever. Or you get the wrong number. You don't call back to verify, nothing, confirm, anything. At first, they made it seem like the account that they didn't knock on the door. Apparently, they did knock on the door. They didn't give him enough time to respond. If somebody comes knock on your door and just say, police, are you going to immediately open up the door and be like, oh, no, what's wrong? Like, motherfucker, you chilling in your house. You talking to your girl on FaceTime. Somebody comes banging on your door. Hey, police, it could be anybody.
Fuck that. Let's say you in the house chilling and your door is bust open.
That's damn near what happened.
It is no.
That ain't happening.
I'm not letting shooting back off top. It's like, boom.
So
what
it's
the fuck
like
is that?
It's that, and it's like, okay, plus
I don't give a damn police.
Plus, here's another thing.
Hey, I don't want to recategorize what happened.
Here's another. Okay, here's one more.
He didn't open the door. He had his gun in his hand.
Here's one more.
Not in a threatening position.
Here's one more position. Though. They covered the fucking peephole. So they said, hey, it's police, sheriff department, but you cover the fucking peephole. Why not just say, hey, nigga, it's the fucking police. You see this badge, department, open up the fucking door.
They wasn't trying to kill him on purpose, though. It doesn't sound like they were trying to kill him on purpose.
He shouldn't have done that. I will say this. We've seen a lot of videos of when people see the police at the door and they got warrants and stuff. I mean, we just talked last week. He didn't have
a fucking warrant.
I'm saying, we just talked last week.
He wasn't even at the wrong fucking house.
But when you
and then you proceed to shoot him 3 times and then shoot him fucking 3 more.
Now, that was wrong.
He's already on the fucking ground, so he ain't have a chance to fucking raise his gun. So how the fuck, we're at this position like, oh, cops do this. We talk about, oh, cops are scared. Motherfucker, he was, what the fuck? We had this conversation. They're people too, so they have a preconceived fucking notion.
That's why I say.
So that's why it's fuck the police, fuck the department. They're fucking wrong. You're a cop. Fuck you. You're a fucking human too. So why the fuck should I feel sorry because you fucking died? Because you're in a certain fucking position.
Like,
so fuck it.
Like I said, the door busts open. No knock going, nothing.
I just want to say this: the ones who do their job correctly, I don't share that sentiment.
It ain't a fucking lie. I'll tell you that.
I'm busting off motherfuckers.
It's more that do their job the right way than those.
They people. So
and their job after I'm busting off top is to talk me down after I'm sending these bullets their way.
Hey, Rose.
Yeah, I got tears. Yeah, because that junk hit home to me too. Like C said, hit home to me too. Because like my son's in the Air Force and he's about to move into his first apartment. And it's like hold on, like. And then I sent it to his mama and she was like. It freaked her out. Why are you saying that to me? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, because it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but
it could happen to anyone.
But it could happen anyway. But it's a messed up situation, man. We could talk about this all day long, but man, it's C's birthday, man. We trying to move through it, man.
Hey, man. So there was another incident of a shooting. Thankfully, no one got hurt. There was this pastor who was giving a sermon, and a mentally disturbed individual walked in the middle of the aisle, pointed a gun, fired at the pastor. The pastor basically ducked behind the.
Oh, he actually got the shot off?
Yeah, he got the shot off.
No, the gun jammed. I heard.
Yeah, the
gun
shot.
jammed.
It didn't.
He couldn't shoot. Brand new
My
gun,
bad.
couldn't
From the
shoot.
video I saw, like once the pastor moved out of the way, that's when the gun went off. But so it just completely jammed.
It was jammed. He couldn't shoot.
So and then he got tackled by one, I guess a deacon or one of the members of the church, and the pastor basically apparently ended up praying with him and talking to him, and the dude got taken custody. I got tears because it's sad because Malcolm X died. I want to say in a church-like setting. And I just remember, it wasn't an actual church, but that's why I say church-like setting scenes. Like, and my purpose of saying that was, like, you read his biography and you watch the movie, he had his own security and his security wanted to frisk people. And literally, the thing he told the security was, man, if we can't be safe around our own people, who can we be safe around? Like, that's the sentiment of a lot of churches. Like, a lot of these churches you go to, maybe some, like the ones that T.D. Jakes passed over, have big time security, but a lot of these churches, man, come as you are. So you don't know if someone has a gun or not. You just think I'm going to the house of the Lord to worship and, I'm going to be safe or whatever. Thank God the pastor was safe. I ain't gonna lie, before I move it on to Rose, I thought it was funny because when the pastor started kind of two-stepping towards him, he had his hands up, and I thought he was going to be like, nigga, in the name of Jesus. I thought he was going to punch that nigga in the face. Because I probably ain't going to lie. The devil would have got me for at least a moment. Like, nigga, you try to kill me. Boom. And then I probably would have been like, all right, let Jesus pray.
Yeah, it was. I got tears for the situation too because it was crazy because they tackled him. The dude tackled him, and then the preacher came back and they was holding him down, waiting for the police and everything. But my thing was like, it was so crazy because I want to know, like, did he know him or was he a member of the church or was that was his first time in the building? That's because the news asked the pastor that, but the pastor didn't say. But I would. That's one thing I don't know. But I got tears for the situation. It was a sad occasion.
Yeah, it's tears, man. I mean, and then the pastor, they interviewed him the next day about it. He was like, basically like, hey, the man said the voices. I was like, so apparently, hey, you don't believe in God, the members, you do now. God is real because they basically stopped a bad situation from happening.
Oh, yeah, this church about to be
full. His membership's gonna triple up.
But from the stance of it's like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have stomped him in the name of Jesus, a couple times. Especially we stepped over there, stomped you in the name of Jesus,
Kurt Franklin style,
yeah,
or MC Hammer style.
Both. I'm gonna do the but yeah,
as long as you don't go mystical, man.
I have to do that too, Southern churches, you gotta go. Mississippi, Louisiana with it. But I mean, yeah, it's one of those situations, man. Like, stuff is just crazy out here. And it goes to show you, he said he forgave them. He actually had a conversation with the dude behind bars when he's locked up. Hopefully the dude gets the help he needs and all that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's tears, man. It's crazy.
Hey, man, talking about people getting the help they need, man. So, this man hopped on a boat to catch his girlfriend on another boat with her friends, pulled a gun out on her, made her get on his boat to basically get her away from a situation. And there was speculation that maybe, there was some whole shit activities going on the other boat. Hey, man, when I saw this, me and C's talked about it real quick. It reminded me of that Joe Budden meme. Man, niggas had your bitches outside. Man, that wasn't my bitch. Niggas, shut the fuck up. It's 2024. Like, hey, man, I got tears of laughter, man. Like, you in Florida, you know what's going on, man. Like, niggas buy yachts out there. Niggas try to have your bitches outside. And, hey, man, if you got a bitch that can be outside, I'm going to keep it real. Me, personally, I expect all these hoes I fuck with, like any bitch I fuck with, I expect her to be for the street. Because I don't expect no loyalty in 2024. So if a nigga tell me your bitch is outside, I'm like, shit, I'm outside too. What you talking about, nigga?
Yo bitch, though. Yo bitch.
She ain't gonna be my bitch. Any bitch I fuck with, that's the community bitch.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, man, because Buddy was on the boat, Charlotte was on the boat, and they ain't talking about one thing. Were they fishing?
They were shaking ass on the boat.
So
boats and hoes.
So if they wasn't fishing, did the pussy smell like fish?
Probably not. I think it's fresh. Probably fresh. Fresh catch pussy.
Fresh fish.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish. Fresh. But nah, I mean, no tears. If you know, you've been to Miami or you've been to Florida, any coastal town, motherfuckers got boats. So this is some regular hood shit. It just happened to be some hood shit on the water. When you get people, you give people access to boats, they gonna do shit on boats. It's the same shit. If a nigga had pulled up in the hood in the car at the spot at the club or some trap house, whatever, the band or wherever the fuck you want to name, it's the same shit. He just happened to be in Florida. It's nothing crazy about this situation. He just happened to have access to a boat. That's what people do. When you live by the water, this is what the fuck you do. No tears.
Yo, man. So talking about stuff that make you uncomfortable. So there was this teacher. Apparently, he's an influencer too. He posted a video of his female students, and some of them wasn't his female students. They was just students of the school and other classes. And he wrote them passes for the last 10 minutes to come to his class and untwist his hair, unbraid his hair. Now he did have stipulations that they had to have good behavior the whole day. They had to finish all of their work, and there was a lot of people that felt this was grooming. Tears or no tears?
It's tears because it's just like number one, stop putting everything on. I'm sorry, this TikTok shit. If TikTok gets banned, I don't feel bad at all because it's a Chinese-owned company. But we're not going to go into that shit. But from the stance of it's just like initially. I saw the first video I saw was a teacher, former teacher. She was just going in about how speculation. She was like, I don't even want to give leeway to it. I'm the same type of person. I don't want anybody to even have an inkling of anything wrongdoing. The fucking idea of it. I don't even want to put this shit out there. So I understand where she was coming from. But from the stance of just like, man, you know how many teachers and people back in the day, girls would just braid your hair? Like, man, that's some auntie shit. That's neighborhood. That's community. That's just some black. That's some black shit. That's what we do. You got four females braiding your hair, female or dude, just braiding your hair, man. It ain't no issue. I can see from the stance of it's like, oh, you're putting your hands there, you're letting them touch you and get to an intimate position and all this other shit. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm like, bro, I don't really see nothing wrong with it. But if it was my daughter, it's like, I can't say I would allow it, but at the same time, it's like, stop recording shit, man. Stop letting everybody, this is where shit fucks up. Everybody puts their opinion on it as soon as you upload it. That's where the problem really lies for me. If it was my kid, I'm not comfortable with it, but at the same time, it's like, man, it's a new generation, bro. People, like, how many black male teachers did you see back in the day have braids or dreads? Like, I can name one that had dreads. They usually had low cuts. So it's like, from a stance of just like what it was, he even explained the whole situation. He was going to get his hair done the next day. He was running late. I'm like, they're kids, man. We're not thinking about it like that. It's literally, there's 4 female students taking out his hair. This is what they do to each other. So it's like, I really ain't got no problems for it. My problem with it is everybody's assumptions. That's why I have tears. It's the assumptions of shit. It does give leeway to it, but hey, I digress.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not a black and white situation, in my opinion. It's a lot of gray in this situation. I feel for those adults who do have a problem with it because, hey, man, you got a daughter. You might not be comfortable with your daughter playing in a grown man's hair, but at the same time, it looked innocent to me. He explained it. You talked about community and stuff. Me and TTK talked about it. Man, there's a lot of girls that when they're that age, they want to be a beautician. And, I've met women that was like, young girls that was between the ages of 15 and 17 that literally could do hair better than grown women because they had been practicing since they was 12. So like he said one of his students want to be a beautician. So that's just another form to help them practice and stuff like that. Long as they got their work done, long as they was, good in class and like I said, from the video, he seemed like an upstanding dude. He seemed like a, down-to-earth fella. And I would probably want to hear from the parents. Because to be honest, like, we can give our thoughts on it from the outside looking in. But, like, the minute I start hearing parents say, no, he has behaviors that he doesn't post online that bothers me, then I feel like that's another part. And I feel like if you're a parent, this is why it's important to, we all have jobs, but you do kind of have to have some type of inkling of the people teaching your kids. Because if you have a relationship with the teachers, then it's easier for you to feel more comfortable with your kids around your teachers, coaches, or whatever in certain settings.
Well, the teacher have lives too. So, with this being said, man, it's been plenty times. For instance, I'll give you an example. My baby's mama, my son, she was complaining about how he wasn't getting any homework. So she goes to the teacher, was like, "Hey, what's up? How come he's not getting any homework?" She was like, "Look, I got 4 kids of myself. It's a lot. I really don't have time to be grading homework." You know what I'm saying? But to come to find out, literally later on that week, she busting it wide open in the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you got to. That's what you need sometimes. Man.
Yeah. So with that being said, if it's not interfering with anything, because when I was going to school, the females help each other. They be standing up, they quiet, but they taking the braids out the people's head. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that as long as it's not interrupting the class. That's how I look at that situation.
Yeah, I like C says, if you go do certain things, don't put it on camera and then expect people not to feel some type of way about it. Because the whole vibe of the situation, I didn't like it. Like, because your hair is an extension of your body. You know what I'm saying? These were middle school students and middle school students. Yeah, they want to go over there and touch. And because he's an attractive guy. He wasn't an ugly guy. So yeah, they want.
So they was taking the braids out the teacher's head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the teacher's head.
Oh no, can't do that.
Real quick, why?
It's boundaries.
He's laid out the boundaries though. He's literally explained why they were taking his hair out. They were probably like, "Hey,
was it an exercise or something?"
Nah, it was like a period where they didn't have nothing going on. Everybody was doing their work.
Still can't do that shit. Hell nah.
See, that's why I said don't stop. Like Rose said, stop putting shit on there.
I thought it was like another student taking out.
Nah, it was students taking out teachers' hair.
No. I thought it was students taking out students' hair. Like,
no, it wasn't
a female student taking out another female student hair.
No,
And finish your point, Rose.
But yeah, these are young female students taking out the male teachers' hair.
Can't do it.
But I would feel some type of way if I was one of their parents. And especially you putting it on the internet, so it's like you got these young girls playing in your hair, like, because you know what I'm saying. What did Andre 3000 say? Come play in my hair. You know what I'm saying? Can I play in your hair?
Nah.
Can I play in your hair?
See, that's the thing. It's always in person. You got people got to take it there.
Yes, but that's, who knows what was in these little girls' head. They probably fantasizing about this man. But that's what I'm saying. Don't even put yourself in that predicament. Like, especially for you putting it on the internet. Like, it'll just start putting stuff on the internet. Because from I don't know the guy. From just listening to him talk, he seemed like a upstanding guy, just a talented person. But somewhat talented persons, and they got skeletons in their closet too. Like, we don't know this guy, so it just, don't put yourself out there and then get mad when people start throwing stones at you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, man.
Well spoken, Rose, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. I love going to Atlanta. Love going to the strip clubs.
That's right.
Man, somebody caught a lick during Onyx Strip Club. Apparently,
shout out to James Barbershop.
2 people cut a hole in the top of the Onyx Strip Club, got in there, stole $250,000.
That's right. And ones. Let's go.
Yo, Juice Man, tears and no tears.
I love that shit. I hate they got away. I hate they did it to a business, but man, I wish it was me. $250,000 ones. I'm gonna watch this shit because I'm like, yo, man, I love that shit. I hate the fact they hit the business, but hopefully the business has insurance. They get the, you know what I'm saying? It's no harm, no foul. But this Ocean 11 type shit, man. I love this shit, man. Like
Ocean 2. That's what it was. It was Ocean 2.
I like that shit, man.
Ocean 2.
Nobody got hurt. You can't beat it. Nobody
Except
got
for
hurt.
them pockets. Them pockets got hurt.
That nigga got insurance. I don't know. Honest, probably white anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's black. Honestly, it's Atlanta, man. Come on.
Okay, once again, the owner's probably white, and
Damn. Okay. For another, I say that for another episode. Shit.
Yeah, come on. Let's get it straight. Did you see the complex?
Oh yeah. I seen the whole layout.
Okay, he's Jewish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That shit was dope.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no tears, man. I mean,
Good love.
whenever you have seedy or shady businesses, man, you gotta expect certain things, man. And the strip club business has always been, will always be, it's a legitimate business, but it's one of those legitimate businesses that's kind of like, it's almost like the casino business. There's a little seediness to it.
It's ATL.
Also, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Me and TK talk, man, it's an inside job, man. Like they could have been security officers. They could have been just people who pick up the ones for the strippers. They was two motherfuckers who worked there, and they worked there for a minute because they knew exactly. Like whenever you hear a story about people taking some money, like if somebody go to your house right now, Juice Man, and if you got a safe in your house and they go straight to the safe, they don't fuck with nothing else in the house.
That's right.
Nigga, somebody you know
That's right.
took that money.
That's right.
So, hey, this was an inside job. Hey, this why it tells you, man, what Denzel said training today, I waited for 10 years, and I fucking got him. And that's how they probably feeling right now. They got $250,000 ones. We waited for like maybe 15 years.
They're gonna have to wait 5 more years before they spend it too, though. They can't just.
They gonna be dope boy fresh.
If they smart enough, bro, there's ways to clean that money.
Yeah, that honestly ain't no
In
bank.
5 years.
Honestly ain't no bank. Them ones getting spent 2 days. 2 days. Them ones getting spent because all I gotta do is go to another strip club and say, make it rain, and then go somewhere else and do some other stuff. But they just go. They ain't even trying to watch that money. They about to blow that money. You know what I'm saying? They about to blow that money.
It's almost summertime.
Yeah.
I'm getting a brand new Audi truck, nigga. It's summertime.
Nah, I need that Lambo.
Niggas
It's the same
had them
thing,
bitches
same,
outside.
different.
Yeah. No tears. No tears.
I ain't got no tears, man, because it's kind of like they pinpointed that shit. They had the whole record. They did an aerial view. They said they carved a hole in that motherfucker on some spy shit, on some Ocean's 11, Ocean 2. We just gonna call it Ocean 2, nigga. We gonna ride the strip club. How the fuck do you have $250,000? I don't know. I watched the video twice. I read another article. They never said, oh, the money was in the safe. They never said that. Where the fuck? I thought every business at the end of the day, you put the money in the safe. So if there was a safe, somebody knew the code. Like you said, it was an inside job. $250,000, trust me, that shit under lock and key ain't a motherfucker.
Not in Onyx. You gotta think how big Onyx is. Like I say, shout out to my homeboy Jay. Shout out to my homeboy Red out there in Atlanta doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? $100 a haircut.
Shout out to you.
See him.
Hey, and then I just seen, it's the sad part is I just seen the shit where they say they got brunch on Sundays at KOD. That food look fucking good, nigga. But the main point is,
ain't shit.
But to cash money to pull out your fucking shit, that's a lot.
No, it's not. Because you gotta think, Onyx is like a Walmart. That shit's fucking huge. Y'all seen the area? How big that shit was. How many girls they got working in there? 50 to 100.
A lot. But I mean,
imagine
main point,
every chick averaging what, $1,000 a day. They got to tip out. If you got the liquor bar.
Yeah. It's a lot of money going through, but at the end of the day, it's like it's no tears because it's like y'all should have had that shit on the lock and key. It's easy to get got.
I know a lot of them hoes in Onyx is thinking, man, what's wrong with these niggas? And guess what? These niggas be thinking, what's wrong with y'all hoes?
Okay.
What's wrong with these hoes?
What's wrong with them?
So a couple weeks ago, we talked about, women basically getting finessed by inmates. Man, this woman got on the podcast and was talking about how, when women are locked up, they become pen pals with dudes that are free. They start building a connection with them. They give them a sob story. They try to introduce them to their families and stuff. And then they start getting money out of these niggas.
Huh?
Yeah.
So now it's vice versa. So the bitch in jail getting money out of niggas.
No. It's a nigga in jail.
No, a bitch in jail is getting money out of a nigga that's in the street.
How much? And how bad you
in some cases, a lot of money, man. So, hey, C's, man, what's wrong with these hoes?
We sit here, 2 years anniversary coming up soon in a couple months. We've asked this shit from the first fucking episode. Give me a minute, y'all. This is monologue. Why the fuck do we have to have this segment? It's not us. It's y'all. What the fuck is wrong with these hoes? Oh man, we said niggas can be hoes too. It's like, bruh, they spamming out letters. Spamming out. This is the new scam. In the age of emails, they're sending out letters, fucking pen pals. I remember back in the day, we used to have pen pals in Europe and every other country. We used to have pen pals and shit. So it's kind of like, it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter if a nigga is locked up. It doesn't really matter if a nigga is locked up or if a nigga's inside. Niggas gonna find a way to simp. So, I mean, it just goes to show you, man, tricks are gonna trick, simps are gonna simp. Simple as that, man.
Yeah, man, I'm making it very clear, man. Niggas like to trick off. Niggas are simps. Like, if you've ever seen women who are locked up or have been locked up, it don't be ugly bitches. Like, there are ugly bitches that be locked up, but they all don't be ugly. We just talked about Onyx. You know what I mean? Strippers I met that have done time behind bars. Hell, a lot of your favorite porn stars have done time behind bars. I saw a podcast where this white female porn star was locked up in Ohio or whatever for like 2 years, and none of the girls recognized her till the last 3 months. And she was talking about, oh my God, the stuff I would have did just for someone to bring me a cheeseburger. Just think about this, man. You a dude, and you got this fine ass bitch, and all she wants is a cheeseburger to gobble your McNuggets. Shit, man. Hey, man, sign me the fuck up right now. So, like, for a lot of these niggas, they thinking themselves, oh, this bitch down and out. She doing bad. You know, I'm going to do this stuff for her. And you know how most niggas think. When they doing stuff for a bitch, women just feel like sex is going to make a nigga fall in love.
Oh, when you get out, I'm going to put it on you.
Like, women feel like sex is going to make a nigga fall in love. And a lot of time, ladies, a lot of men feel like me giving you money, me buying you stuff, me doing stuff for you, it's going to make you fall in love. But, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I always tell y'all, man, all that shit is tricking. All that shit is simping. You know, so, hey, man, whatever you want to do, get it how you live. I just hope that if you is one of the niggas that's being one of the pen pals to them prison inmates, or them prison hoes, man, get some pussy out of the deal, nigga. Don't come back to the crib and you ain't getting no pussy out of it.
Man, they're called prison babes. They the prison babes. They be looking good in those prison suits. Hey. They be fitting them up, sewing them up, cutting them up.
They do.
Doing all kinds of stuff, sending those pictures out to them dudes, and them dudes be falling for it. Like you said, they some simps. But hey, all these women, they must be from Memphis because they get into that easy money, man. I ain't got no problem with them, man. But all y'all dudes, man, just be smart. Like, it's a scam, dude. You know it's a scam. She don't know you, and she never will know you. Like, you're getting scammed, and that's all there is to it, man.
Hey, last thing, man. Make sure you find out what a bitch did, man. Like, if she in there for, like, child molestation, leave her the fuck alone. If she in there for murder, leave her the fuck alone. If she in there for, like, stealing, you might need to leave her alone. Now, if she in there for, like, you know, being on that coke or crack, I mean, hey, man, that might not be too bad, man. You know, getting your dick sucked by one of these coke heads or crack heads, man. Hey, sometimes that shit be lit on a Friday night. But we on to the final topic of the night. So there was this podcast, and this woman basically asked a question. And she said, why is it that, you know, men will cheat, and instead of just leave the situation, they'll stay in a relationship and just continue to cheat? So I'm going to phrase the question differently. Why is it that people cheat in general? And through the process of cheating, instead of just saying, hey, I'm just going to move on and leave this person the fuck alone, they decide to stay in their situation. And, you know, hey, for all the listeners, you know, if you've been rocking with the podcast from the jump, man, we got a guest here tonight. M. Jeezy's in the house, man. Step up to the mic, M. Jeezy.
How you gonna put them on blast like that, man?
Hey, man.
Let's get this episode done. But go ahead, MG. You want to speak on this?
I just wanted to say hi. That's all. You ain't got to speak. Just say hi.
Yeah, man. What's good, man? Just checking in with my partners on a Friday night.
All right. So
nice.
So basically, people, cause you know that saying they say they people want their cake and want to eat it too, and lots of time, man, they say love is a dangerous drug, man. People be in love, and other times people are comfortable. It could be all kind of things why people do what they do, but only that person can tell you why they do what they do. But people stay people. But what? And that's another thing. It's cheaper to keep her.
That too, man. That too.
So hey, that might be what it is too, man. What go ahead with it, Vertizi.
I mean, it's complicated, man, because if you got kids, that make it difficult because there are sometimes people who don't want to leave a relationship because men or women, because you don't want to have a custody battle. You don't have to deal with, like, am I going to be able to see my kids? And am I going to have to deal with another man or woman raising my kids? Like you said about cheaper to keep her. For the man, do I want to have to be paying alimony or child support? Do I want to lose my possessions? For the women, it's damn. I might not. Because a lot of times women ain't the breadwinner. So I'm in a situation where I'm comfortable. He's taking care of all the bills. Do I want to have to go out there and get a job, or the little money I'm making now that's only doing certain stuff for me? I got to find 2 jobs or a better job so I can pay bills and take care of kids. So that's why you might have some women in that situation, but I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times when people cheat, man, it's just something missing from the relationship. And it's just, to be honest, it's easier because it's very rare that you're gonna find somebody that's gonna have 100% of what you want. It's gonna be compatible with you sexually, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. That's gonna fill you up on every single level that you want to be filled up with, and that's for men and women that's listening. Like, it's very rare you're gonna find somebody that's gonna check 10 out of 10 boxes. If you find someone that checked 8 out of 10 boxes, consider yourself blessed. Because most of us gonna find someone that checks 6 out of 10 boxes. So if someone checks 8 out of 10, hey, be blessed and just hope that them 2 that they don't check off are not things that are extremely important. And just learn how to either help that person grow into that role, grow into that person you want to be, or maybe those 2 things are something that fuck it, bro. I can live without it or whatever. But that, to me, that's why I think most people cheat. It's something that they're missing in the relationship, and instead of leaving the relationship, it's just easy to just go find other women or other men that can fulfill certain things. Like, for example, real quick, a lot of you hoes like to date broke niggas. I'm just gonna keep it real. Y'all date broke niggas, and these broke niggas do all the other stuff y'all want to do, but they broke. Like, they can't take you to McDonald's on a Friday night, let alone take you to Applebee's or Logan's. So what you do is you stay with that broke nigga, and then you get a side nigga that got bread and is willing to spend that bread on you. And guess what? A lot of side niggas is cool with that. And I'm gonna keep it real. The reason why is because I ain't got to deal with selling shit. I can have you sexually, spend a little bread on you on the side, and I ain't got to worry about hearing your mouth every Saturday and Sunday night. See?
I mean, it's you ask the question like, why do people cheat? A lot of the times people are like, what's wrong with me? That's a lot of people's problem is like, what's wrong with me? What did I do? What did I not do? What can I do? A lot of times, a lot of situations, it ain't shit you can't do. It ain't got shit to do with you. It's the person that's cheating. It's something in them they feel like they need from the situation. Like, let's say, I ain't gonna say perfect marriage, but people have a damn near great relationship, but it's something in them that they feel like they need something outside. So I mean, it's kind of, and then there's other situations where it's like people are like, well, shit, my girl's nagging me all the time, or females like, hey, he pays the bills, but he doesn't have me emotionally and all this other shit. Like, he's not affectionate. It's like, niggas is tired. People work 12-hour shifts, bills are paid, food's on the table, you get shit you want. And then there's like the plus side where like, spend money. Like, you don't have to work. Like women that have the situation where like, vacation, you say, hey, I want to go to Bermuda tomorrow. Done. Say less. But you just feel like, oh, he's not there. He doesn't do this. He doesn't. This phrase now is like he doesn't feed my love language and all this other bullshit. So I mean, it's like it's kind of a twisted situation where everybody's relationship is different. So it's not one size fits all. It's just like a lot of I'm a foot stomp the point of sometimes it ain't you, it's the other person. They just I don't know whether it's like they feel like they're not getting something at home. Maybe they're a fucking sexual deviant. It's a lot of that shit. We're the most over sexualized society probably on earth. I say America is the leader in that shit. It's $1 billion porn industry. You know, freaking off, you know, tricking, freaking off, doing whatever you do, you know. You can talk about black people do it, man. White people do it, a lot of shit. You got all these apps. I mean, it's one of them situations. It's like, bro, people cheat for a multitude of reasons. Some people feel like they're not getting it at home. Some people say, hey, what they don't know, don't hurt them. And then other people will say, hey, some people like if you know the type of person you are, you go into a relationship and you say shit from jump, it's just like, hey, I respect what we have, but I'm gonna do shit from the jump. Like it's kind of like you can take it or leave it. There's a lot of people that they straight up like now in this generation, it's like people just like, hey, you can do whatever you say. Like you, the perfect woman. We got the greatest relationship. I love you. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm still with you. Everyone, it ain't no emotion in it. It's just nigga trying to get wee wet. Shout out to a nigga I heard I was in the club. Nigga was like, yeah, what you trying to do, bro? Tonight, I'm just trying to get my wee wet. Sometimes that's what it was. Nigga just trying to get a nut off. Ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't no emotion in it. And it's a lot of women. They're the same way niggas are. It's so no emotion in it.
Defining cheating and leaving it at as sexual.
It can be both. You can emotionally cheat because it's just like, what do you personally like? I can go around the table and ask, what do you as an individual consider cheating? Do you consider conversations, intimate conversations as cheating? Or do you mean a sexual act as cheating? And it's kind of like, sometimes they don't be like, oh, you fuck somebody else. Sometimes that don't be shit you be mad at. You just be like, bitch, you cheated. Like, no, I'll be like, you told this nigga my business. You had this nigga in my house where my kid sleeps. Like, bitch, the fuck is wrong with you? I will kill you and that nigga.
Hey, MGZ, before we start, confessing, murders, hey, you got any thoughts, man?
Yeah, man, cheating is healthy, man. Just don't get caught.
That's why I said, hey, what you don't know won't hurt.
Spoken like a real player,
For real, though, man. It's everybody talking about soulmates and all this and that, but they ain't been nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta leave yourself open for anything, man.
Hey, y'all, man. Closing thoughts, man. It's been a good night, man. So closing thoughts for the night, Juice Man.
Nah.
Hey, appreciate everybody for being here. Appreciate y'all for listening, man. We on Spotify. We on YouTube. I just need some feedback. Should we get on Apple Podcasts? That's it.
Yes.
Say less. I mean, I'm gonna put a post out on the YouTube, man. Vote for that poll. If you want us on Apple Podcasts, let us know, man. Vote for us. Vote for it. I'll put it out there, man. Hey, appreciate y'all. Blessings 2024. 32, what it do, baby?
Yes, sir. I ain't got everything, man. Everything's done, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy G-Day to my dude. You know what I'm saying? Partner in crime. You know what I'm saying? No more black tears. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep rocking it until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, man. It was a great episode, man. Happy birthday to C's again, man. Let's go on, turn up tonight, have fun. Hey, y'all be safe. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And whether you're here or not, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Mama, I love you.
And the words of Airbnb.
Mama.
And the words of Airbnb Rakim. Peace.
Man, catch us at the next light, man. We in traffic. And I'm back for